Hello, Sydney. I hope you're having a blessed day. No drama, right? Of course not. Great! Your star chart says that you'll be dealing with an unexpected encounter with a stranger. Mom, you know I don't believe in that kind of stuff. Besides, how can anything upset me now that I have a new house? So you're all settled in? I am. Thanks again, Mom. I can't believe how generous you are. It's just the down payment. And it's the least I can do since I'm paying about the same amount for your brother's college. Well, thank you. No strings attached, right? Oh, honey, of course not. I consulted with my tarot deck, and I know that this is the right decision. Jake has a bright career ahead of him while you're destined to be here, just down the street from me. Oh, I can't wait for you and Titus to start a family of your own. Mom, I already told you that we're not thinking about kids right now. We just started our business, and that's going to be the main focus for a while. That's what you say, but the cards don't lie, my dear, and I have a feeling that grandchildren are going to be in my future very soon. We'll see. But whatever happens, I'm so glad that you're living so close to me now. This is going to be great.
Sydney, what's up?
Jake, is that really you?
Yeah, why do you act all surprised?
Because I never hear from you. Is everything okay?
Sure.
You still enjoying school?
I guess.
Okay, cool. Is there a reason you're texting?
I heard Mom is buying you a house.
Oh, yeah, isn't that crazy? I'm honestly kind of shocked, but I guess it's what Dad would have wanted.
I see. And you don't think this is a little unfair?
What do you mean?
I mean, there are 2 kids in this family, and yet you get a house while I get nothing?
Jake, is that why you're messaging me to complain about unfair treatment?
I'm not complaining, I just wanted to ask if you saw how deeply unfair this is.
I don't know what to say. It's Mom's choice. And she told me that the cost of this house is about the same as your college tuition.
Oh, so I'm getting punished for choosing to get an education and actually doing something with my life?
Okay, Jake, I'm not in the mood to talk about this with you. If you have a problem with this arrangement, talk to Mom, okay?
I can't believe you'd be so heartless.
Well, I hope this doesn't cause a strain in our relationship. Why don't we talk about this in person?
So you're inviting me to your new house just so you could throw it in my face? No, thank you.
I'm sorry you feel that way. Hello, Sydney. Do you have any news to share? Hi, Mom. No, not really. I see. Because the tarot says that you have something important to tell me, and I assumed it had something to do with the pitter-patter of little feet. Like a new puppy? You know what I'm talking about. Mom, no news. I'm not pregnant. But the business is doing well. We just hired on 3 more employees. But you don't even have an office. It's all online, Mom. You know this. They can work from home. I see. Well, I'm sure one day it'll turn into a real business with a real location. Or you can stop focusing on the internet and start focusing on your family. Mom, don't start. What did I say? Besides, you already have a grandson on the way. Jake's girlfriend is due any day now. I know, and I'm very happy for him. I just hope that this won't derail his career plans. He has a bright future ahead. Sure. So what's up? What do you want? Well, it's been a year since you moved into the new place, and even though we live literal minutes away from each other, I never see you. We have dinner every week. True, and I'm happy that you and Titus are doing well. And it seems like your finances are all in order. They are. Great. So it's probably time for you to start paying back your loan. What loan? The money I loaned you for the house, the down payment. What? Very funny. You honestly don't remember me buying you a house? I don't remember the loan part. I thought it was money from Dad's inheritance. If you need some time to repay me, we can arrange a plan. With interest. Mom, is Jake going to repay you for his university tuition? No, but once he gets a good job and starts raking in the big dough, I'm sure it'll all work out. He can provide for me in other ways. Oh, so you haven't heard from him recently? No, but the tarot says he's doing really well. Talk to Jake, Mom. Why? Just talk to him. Tell me why. Because he quit school. No, I don't believe that. He dropped out 2 weeks ago to focus on the new baby. He should have told you about it. He's already posting on Facebook. You know I don't believe in Facebook, but I will call him right now. And I expect you to repay me by August. Is that okay? Fine, Mom. I sent you the last of the money. Yes, received. Okay, great. Now, aren't you happy to pay off all your debts? Doesn't it feel wonderful? Sure, it's great. You still sound angry. But you knew that you'd have to pay me back eventually. This was the deal all along. No, it wasn't. You said there were no strings attached. If I'd known, I definitely wouldn't have chosen this house. I would have picked something smaller and closer to the city center. Live and learn, I guess. But it's okay. You and your husband are doing just fine. We are. And just know that this money is going to a good cause. Oh yeah? You're going to donate to charity? I'm opening up my own crystal shop out of my house. It's always been my dream. And now that your brother and his family are planning to live here with me, he'll help me run the business. That's your plan? You're investing in a crystal shop on your street in the frickin' suburbs? It'll be a huge success, I just know it. And a real business, too, not some website thing like what you're doing. Okay, good luck.
Hello, Sydney. How are you doing?
Wow, hi. I'm good. Business is good. Titus and I are planning a Euro trip for later this year, so that's exciting. How are you and the kids? It's great to finally hear from you.
I know. I wish we saw each other more often, especially since we're just a few streets over.
Yeah, I've been seriously slacking in the ant department. How are the boys?
Oh, you know them. Aiden is still trying to crawl, and he's just not there yet. Jaden is more or less potty trained, and Braden's a little terror, as always.
Wow, sounds like you have your hands full. And New Age Dreamland is going well?
In a way. Business is a bit slow now that Crystals and more opened up in the city center, but isn't that how it always is? Chain businesses open up and the mom and pop shops always suffer. But we'll pull through. Mom has a loyal clientele.
That's good to hear.
I assume your business is huge as always?
Yes, it is. We're raking in the dough. This last year has been our highest earner yet.
I still can't believe that it's expanded so much.
I know, it keeps me busy, but I love it.
And since you're the boss, you can afford to go on your little Euro trips. Must be nice.
Well, Jake, it's been great catching up. Say hi to Mom for me.
You and your husband should come over one of these days. Have dinner or something.
Maybe.
Sounds like a no.
Well, you know how Mom gets. As soon as I step foot inside that house, she starts bugging me about when I'm going to give her some grandkids. As if she doesn't have 3 wonderful grandsons already.
Sure. So you're not going to start a family anytime soon?
Titus and I talked about it, and we'd rather spend money on traveling and renovations for the house, so we've decided that kids just aren't in our future.
Ever?
Yeah.
Wow. Who would have thought that I'd be the one with all the kids while you're the jet-setting success story?
Thanks, I guess. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Hi, how are the renovations going?
Fine. How did you know about that?
You told me a couple weeks back, plus I drive by your house sometimes and I can see the workers. You're building a gazebo?
Yeah, and renovating the kitchen.
That's so cool. Would it be okay if I check it out?
Why?
Because I miss you.
Oh, okay, sure. I can give you a tour and we can have dinner or something.
Great. How's Friday?
Sure.
Hi, I'm with your husband right now. He told me to call you.
Okay, why?
Because I'm here.
I don't understand.
I'm at your house. Remember, you were going to give me a tour.
I remember, but it's the middle of the day. I'm at work.
That's why I'm texting. Titus won't let me in unless you say it's okay. And I'd really like to see the house.
Can't you come back later?
Well, Mom is watching the boys now, so this really is the best time. Please?
Sure. Tell Titus that he can show you around.
Wow, your downstairs bathroom is huge.
Thanks.
And the closet space, oh my god.
You're sure you don't want to come back when I get off work?
Nah, this won't take long. Wow, there are 2 bedrooms on the ground floor?
Yeah, our guest rooms.
Braden and Jaden would love to stay here. They'd have so much space.
Okay.
And the den would be absolutely perfect for them to play in.
You mean our study? Titus uses that for his office.
I know, but there's all this wasted space. We can have campouts inside, and all their Legos could fit in these shelves.
Yeah, if you lived there, you'd use the space a lot differently, huh? But for us, it's an office.
I know, but it would be pretty easy to move things around. Dang, I'm so excited.
For what?
For moving in, of course.
Yeah, funny.
Why is that funny?
Jake, I really don't understand what you're talking about.
I'm talking about Mom's plan, didn't she tell you?
No.
Oh, she said she already did. You really should call her.
Just tell me what's going on.
Well, I told her that you weren't going to have any kids, and since the only reason she bought you a house so close to her was so that she could be close to her grandkids. But since that's not going to happen, and since I already have 3 little angels that are cooped up in her much smaller place, then it would be best for everybody if we moved in here.
What?
Wow, you really should call her.
If you're done with the tour, I think it's best if you leave.
Okay, see you later.
Hi, can't talk now. I'm manning the store and watching Jake's sons. Did you tell Jake he could move into my house? He told you? He wasn't supposed to yet. Yet? So he's right? That's your plan? Please, just think about this logically. That house is not made for a family of 2. It's much too big. Jake and the boys would be much happier there. No, Mom. Titus and I have sunk thousands of dollars in renovations for this place. We're not moving. Look, I'm sorry Jake told you before I had a chance, but you have to think about this. You and Titus are just down the street, but I never see you anymore. And I was the one who picked out the house, gave it to you. And then you had me pay you back. Exactly, which is why we'll be more than happy to pay you the original amount. But it's worth a lot more than that now. Mom, you have no right to do this. Not legally, I understand that. The house is in your name. But I know that you love your family enough to stop being pig-headed about this. If I had known you were going to be childless, I never would have bought it for you. Jake and his boys deserve it more. Why? What do you mean? Why do they deserve it more? Honey, you're being irrational, and I know it's because Jake stupidly broke the news before I could. That's his fault. I understand your anger, but I also know that you'll come to your senses. No, Mom. Think about it. Jake and the boys can move in. I will too. And the property is zoned for residential or commercial use, so I can move my crystal shop to the front rooms. We'll get more foot traffic on that road. My business will turn around, and the boys will have their own rooms, and everyone will finally be happy. How will I be happy in this situation? Because you're already successful. You can find a place of your own, one that's more suitable for a family of 2. Maybe you could even move into my old house. Wouldn't that be perfect? That would not be perfect, Mom. God, I can't believe you.
Mom told me that you took back the offer. She's been crying all day, and the boys are so angry. I am too.
I didn't take back anything. This wasn't my idea to begin with.
Well, it's still not fair. You're driving a wedge in this family. For once in your life, can't you just compromise? You can move into this house, and we'll move into that one. It's an even trade.
No, it's not.
God, you are literally the worst sister in the history of the universe. You never visit us, even though you live so close, and Mom bought you a house. The only reason you're successful now is because she helped you get there, and now you refuse to repay the favor.
You know the house is in my name, right?
Yes, I know that you legally don't have to move out, but you morally do.
Uh-huh, and do you know that Mom made me pay back everything she spent on the down payment? You know I bought this house 100% with my money.
No, I did not know that.
And you know that she paid for your college education, right? The same amount that she gave to me? And you didn't pay her back, did you?
I gave her grandchildren.
Uh-huh, and you didn't even finish your degree, did you?
I have kids!
Yes, you do. And that was your decision. I'm not questioning that. But I don't want you or Mom to question my life choices either. Jake, no response? Please reconsider. No, Mom. Please, you don't know how much we need this. I'm not going to abandon a house that I've spent years renovating just because Jake and his kids need more room. It's not just about the room, Sydney. It's more than that. I'm running out of money. We might lose my house. What? The shop isn't doing very well. Now that Crystals and More opened a location in the city, we've lost a lot of our regulars. Our street just doesn't get the foot traffic that we need to stay afloat. You know how it is. The huge corporations always eat up the little guys. I don't think a place called Crystals and More is a huge corporation. They give out free geodes with every purchase. I can't compete with that. I'm sorry. Have you thought about trying to sell some of your products online? You still don't have a website, right? You know I can help with that. No, the only way you can help is with your house. If we move in, Jake and his boys will have room to breathe, and I'll be able to set up my shop there. Your street is such a better location than mine. I don't know what to say, except no. Sydney, you're wasting that house. It's too big for you, and you're always traveling, and you never come to visit me. I wonder why. Sydney, I'm going to ask you one more time. Will you continue to be selfish and hateful? Or will you find the last bit of goodness in your heart to help your family in our time of need? Goodbye, Mom. Hello, Jake. Nice try.
What do you mean?
Seriously, I see your moving van parked outside my house. You think I wouldn't notice that?
It wasn't supposed to get there so soon.
It wasn't supposed to get here. Ever. You're not moving in.
It was supposed to come after I came over and talked to you. Come on, it's just some beds and stuff.
I don't care if you have the lost Ark of the Covenant in there. I already talked to the driver and told him to leave. He's driving straight back to your place right now, and he does not seem happy.
But Mom explained the whole situation, right?
She did. Multiple times.
And she said you were coming around to the idea.
I am not going to be bullied into letting you take over my house, Jake. Sorry. Nope. You guys sent a moving van without telling me first? Mom? Mom!
Can't talk now. I'm in the middle of father-son time.
Did you just throw a rock through my window?
What? No, of course not.
Are you lying to me right now?
Never.
Did you get Braden to throw the rock?
He's a child. I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Did Mom do it?
Look, it's not my fault if the neighbors are starting to turn on you. Perhaps this is a sign you need to finally move out.
Mom, did you throw a rock through my front window? Of course not. And did you trample all over my garden? No, you can't seriously be accusing me of such a thing. Do you know who did? Not precisely. What's that mean? Well, you know how close I am to the neighbors, right? You know how I'm a pillar of this community. That's one word to describe you. Well, after your little episode with the moving truck, some of the neighbors asked me what was going on, and I was honest. I told them about all the awful things you've done to our family, stealing your brother's house and whatnot. Let's just say I won't be surprised if the rocks keep coming. You're turning all the neighbors against me? I'm just telling them about what you did. And I'm sure you're not twisting things around to make me seem like the bad guy, right? I don't need to twist anything. This is pretty low, Mom, even for you. I hate to say this, dear, but it looks like there's no way you'll be happy staying in our neighborhood. I don't think anyone in a 5-mile radius wants you here. Are you including yourself? I am. Great, so you're bad-mouthing me and cutting me out of your life. Thanks so much. But it won't be forever, Sydney. I'll happily welcome you back into my life if you just come to your senses. You graffitied my house?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
This is my garage door. Notice the giant red letters?
I didn't write that. You can ask anyone. I'm too busy watching my 3 rowdy kids in our cramped little house. I'm sure one of your other neighbors did it. Everyone hates you, remember?
I recognize your handwriting, Jake. I'm just surprised you spelled my name correctly.
Well, whoever wrote it is probably not going to stop until you finally come to your senses and give Mom back the house. We need it. You don't.
So you're saying that if I don't sell you back the house, you'll just keep making my life miserable? Is that it? You're not going to stop until I finally cave in and let you move in?
Maybe.
God, does this property really mean that much to you? I'm your sister.
Then for once in your life, why don't you act like it?
You know what? I give up. This has gone way too far. I've already replaced the window. I'll paint over the graffiti this afternoon. And if you and Mom promise to stop all this nonsense, I will consider selling the house. But only if you stop pulling these kinds of stunts. My peace of mind is too important to deal with all this bullshit.
Really? Is that a promise?
I'll consider it.
Great.
Now don't contact me again, okay?
Okay.
You're welcome. Your brother and I haven't heard from you in a week. Are you still thinking about moving out? No, I'm not thinking about it because it's already decided. Titus and I are out of here at the end of the month. You won, Mom. Congratulations. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. My shop will be saved and our family will finally be happy again. The Tarot was right all along. This house was the perfect choice. I just misunderstood who it was meant for. Tarot's always right, huh? Always. I've built my life around it. So what's your plan now? Titus and I are going to Thailand for a bit. Then I'm not sure. We might come back to the States, but not in this town. Obviously. Well, don't be a stranger. You're still my daughter. I know things got tense between us, but we need to get past all that. Do we? The cards say you'll forgive me. Oh, I definitely do. I'm not mad anymore. Wonderful. So when can we sit down and iron out all the details about the property transfer? You're still fine with me reimbursing you the original amount, right? Oh, I think there's been a misunderstanding. The house isn't mine anymore. I sold it yesterday. What? But you can't! Already did. You really didn't think that I'd sell it back to you, right? After all the crap you pulled? No. I found a new buyer that was willing to pay above market price. I actually made a killing on the deal. And it's all because of you. Thank you for pushing me out of here. I know that Titus and I will be so much happier once we're far, far away from all this drama. This is not how things were supposed to end! Really? I guess your tarot reading was wrong then. I'm not talking to you, Mom. Who did you sell it to? No family is going to love the place the way that we will! Oh, I didn't sell it to a family. I figured it would be more profitable to sell it to a business, one that I think will fit right in. Have you ever heard of Crystals and More? You wouldn't! Their shop in the city center is doing so well that they wanted to open a new location. I hope that won't hurt your business. I'd like to tell you that Mom's business went bankrupt and my terrible family is now out on the streets, but I can't. I honestly don't know what happened to them. It took 1 week for the sale to go through and for my husband and I to pack up our stuff and leave. We're in Thailand now, relaxing on the beach and figuring out where we're going to settle down. And this whole time, I haven't heard a thing from Mom or Jake. I blocked their numbers, of course, so they've probably tried to reach out. Who knows? All that matters is that they're out of my life and I'm happier than ever. And I never have to look at another tarot card or bullshit crystal ever again.